So it's early to VwDarrin shop. So still dark out. Day after New Year's Eve. I guess it's about 6 o'clock, 5:45 in the morning. Closer to 6. The sun's starting to come up. But I hope everybody's safe. Hope everybody had a great New Year's Eve. If you like to go out and party, I hope you had some fun and made it home safe. So I don't go out too much. I stayed here and worked last night, did some stuff. And I got this transmission in, got that all tightened up in there, got the axles hooked up, and still got to pop that release bearing on this morning. And we'll put the motor in here next. Got a few things to do to that this morning to button that up, and glue some bow cover gaskets to the bow covers, and I think it's ready to go in. Once we get it in there, we'll have to install some sensors for our gauges. We got the VDO temperature sensor. This one goes in the oil pressure relief valve towards the back of the motor. The pulley side, flywheel side, is the front of the Volkswagen engine, but the front plug is the bypass for the oil pass cooler. So I'd rather grab the oil out of the strainer plate, but Triangle seems to like the take the temperature at the oil galley, which is located right here on the Volkswagen case. So we'll go ahead and install that. Hope that it doesn't leak. I've been doing this YouTube channel for about 3.5 years now, and I always struggle with things to do to give away for new subscribers, old subscribers, all that stuff. I'm over 7,000 subscribers now, and I can't thank you guys enough. Doesn't mean that you have to stop subscribing to the channel, but the bigger the channel gets, more subscribers we have, the more interaction, and the more the channel becomes, I guess, cool to a lot of people. Because if you're subscribing to the channel and you want to see different kinds of videos, you can leave comments, give me some ideas. But I do have some long-time subscribers that have been with me for probably since day one, and I'm going to do the subscriber giveaway a little different this time. I am going to have a drawing for some new subscribers. If you're new to my channel and you'd like to get into the prize giveaway, I'm going to give some prize away at the beginning of 2015 here. Some of the stuff is stuff that I've had around for a while. I had a little NASCAR business and selling trinkets and stuff, and I've recently sold all that stuff. I did keep a few items to give away for prizes, and then also have some stuff that I do here in the shop that I want to give to some guys that have been watching for a while. So let me get along with today's winners. Rob Pack and Shine, that's for you. I need your address so I can send that out to you. This is one of the hubcaps that I painted. I know that you're into skulls and stuff, so I think this will be a good present for you. I try to not only ask people to subscribe to my channel, but if you do watch my channel and comment on my videos, I do get to know that person, and sort of from the comments they make, and from the videos that I see them watching other places. I watch a lot of YouTube videos. Some of you guys can go on my feed and see the amount of videos I watch. I'm subscribed to about 1,200 people, and I think I watch all their videos. I don't usually subscribe to somebody just to subscribe. I usually, if I subscribe to you, I'm watching your channel. And some of the guys that watch my channel just don't make videos. I understand that, and that's cool. If you comment on the video, it helps me, helps the channel grow. So these gifts, prizes, or giveaways are for people that I know have commented on my videos for years, and just some little trinkets that I had laying around that I know fit their personality. So the next little giveaway is going to be to a guy that a lot of us know, and I like to say I have favorite YouTubers, but he's one of my favorite people in the world. And This is from Matt, Shut Your Face Garage. This is a Mountain Dew bottle or can with a NASCAR in it. It's a mystery car. I don't know what's in there. I don't know if you want to open it or if you just want to put it on the shelf. But that's from Matt and Angel. And then the third prize I'm going to do this morning is for Jim Rollins. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Jim, you'll know who you are when you see this prize, because like I said, I usually base these kinds of prizes off of comments that you leave in my video. And Jim had mentioned that he was a DuPont painter for years. And this is for Jim. So Jim, I need your address. You can send that out to me. I'll get this out to you. This is an old Jeff Gordon DuPont paint can. And I believe there's a t-shirt in here. Pretty positive there's a t-shirt in there. This is brand new, never been opened. Still have the box if you're a collector. And still has a little plastic deal that goes with the box. So this is nice if you want to put it on the shelf, Jim. You can do whatever you want to do with it. Open it, wear the t-shirt, whatever. So that's a few prizes that I'm going to send out. And I need your PM me your address. I guess you can put it in that inbox that I don't know how to open, and I'll figure it out, and we'll get the stuff shipped out, and hopefully you guys like your little prizes. It's the least that I can do. These guys have watched my videos without fail for 3 years, commented, interacted with the channel, and that's what I really like here, people that are engaged in the channel and not just subscribing to push the subscribe button. I don't want to discourage anybody from subscribing to my channel, but I really encourage people to get involved and ask questions and try to put some input into the channel. It just makes the channel a lot better and more interactive, and it makes you feel like you're sort of a part of it, which you are. And I've tried to tell people that from the beginning, that it's important that when you subscribe, and it's important when you comment on my videos. It's pretty much the one line of communication that I still have with people. So it opens the shop walls up and lets me get out and, you know, talk to people and interact with people that are doing the same thing. And you don't have to be working on cars. I mean, we're all making videos, and I watch videos about all different kinds of stuff. It doesn't have to be about a car. So today we're going to do some car stuff though, and I know you guys are getting tired of the thing. Hopefully we'll be winding this up today, and we can move on to something different. I want to get back on the Nova. Want to get the motor in there, get it running, put it where I can fire this up. I got to do some body work. I found some body work that I'm not really happy with. I don't even remember putting these quarter panels on the car. That's how messed up I was on painkillers and drugs back then. And I did this car sort of in a bad state of mind, but I haven't found anything too shady. But some of the body work's less than desirable in the quarter panel installation. So forgot to grind some welds and stuff like that. Forgot to weld some stuff here and there. So having to go back over all that, fix that up. And yeah, I've been accumulating parts for it as far as the brakes and stuff like that, so I can make it roll. And some of you guys have helped me with this car. Some of you guys are really wanting to see this car run. I appreciate it. And a lot of guys are under the impression that people send me stuff all the time, and that's just not true. I don't want to give guys the impression that I just make videos to get free stuff, because that's not the case. Somebody implied that on this Nova, and the only person that's ever given me anything for this Nova was Matt at Shut Your Face Garage. 396 SS. I can't remember his channel. He doesn't make videos anymore. It was a nice kid that was making videos that had a Nova and classic cruiser, Mike Freddy. He gave me some hinges for my hood And I do appreciate anybody that's given me parts for this, because it's a long time project. I've had this car since before my son was born. So a good 25 years, 30 years now. It was a drag car, and I'm turning it into a street car / drag car. I'm sure it'll make its way back to the drag strip if I ever get any money. Street car is just what I can afford right now. So car's got a lot of memories though. I remember when I first started going out with Andrew, we got stuck in a really bad hailstorm in this car, and the roof got hammered. But the metal's a lot thicker on these old cars, so it wasn't that bad. But it was fun. There's a lot of stories. This used to be pretty much a street-driven car all the time. All right, I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm gonna go grab something to eat real quick. I'm back and start the day off. I just want to put this video up, say thank you to my subscribers, especially the long-time subscribers. We're gonna do a video. We'll figure out how to come up with a new subscriber drawing for a prize. I don't know if you guys want to give me an idea of what you want. I'll try to make it happen. And yeah, maybe some shirts, maybe some hats. I don't know. I can try to scrape some stuff up. So, the new day. No more bombs going off. Everything's quiet. I love the morning. It gives you time to get the day prioritized and make decisions that'll affect the rest of the day. So, hey, Dart! Kitty, 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 kitty. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow, meow. Do the cat call. See if we can get all the cats to roam in. Here comes Dart. This cat was feral. I finally got to pet it, and now it's my buddy. It's got no legs. They're real short. Hey, Dart, what you doing, Dart? Hey, fat boy. Hey, fat boy. Hey, fat boy. What's up, Dart? Hey, Tozers. Well, I got about 15 of these suckers, and I got names for all of them. I am the cat man. But anyway, the birds are chirping, the sun's coming up. It looks like it's going to be a beautiful day here today. I hope all you guys make the best of the day. And I'm going to jump in the bus, go grab me some breakfast. I let Hans borrow my Mustang last night. Well, he wanted to go out, and the only way he was doing that is if he was driving that, not the 240. So, never stop worrying about those kids, even after they turn 18, I guess. It's gonna be a lifetime thing. But, yeah. Almost got the driveway cleaned up here. I know this is hideous to some of you guys, but I got to get rid of this engine hoist, and I got to do something with this compressor, the Speed Air, Bel Air. Definitely going to rebuild that unit. It was a really good compressor, and it laid out some really nice paint jobs. So, going to keep that just for nostalgia purposes. Anyway, another tranny there to rebuild. Came in. We'll get on that as soon as I finish this other stuff. And then I got a close box to build for the blue car, because we're sort of turning that into like a stoplight racer. Putting that 2110 in there with a little drag box. So my son can have some fun with his friends. So he's having fun now with a 240, but it's more embarrassing when you got a Volkswagen. But anyway, I guess I'm going to do this wiring this morning for the changing from a generator to an alternator. And I'll probably make a video on that, because there's not a lot of videos or information on YouTube on how to change one over from a generator to an alternator. So we'll be eliminating this regulator in the firewall, and we'll be routing some of our wires. Basically what you do is you combine your power wires. There's two of them here, a small one and this large one, and then we're gonna butt connect those two together and run a wire over to the big posts on the alternator. That would be the positive post. That big big lug. It'll say D plus on it. That's your wires to go from that post to your starter over here to your main power terminal. And then normally you would have a ground and a DF, which would be the green wire. You eliminate the green wire. You can make it green if you like with the push-in spade on the self-regulated alternator. Gets the power wires, this little one and this big one, connected, and then run to the B terminal on the alternator. Then you take the blue wire from terminal 61 off the regulator, 61, and that goes to the small spade on the alternator. And that's it. It's not that complicated. And the sad part about this is as much as my friend Scooter has taught me, I've asked him several times. I wanted to change alternators or generators over to alternators on my personal cars. And he told me it was so complicated that I should just stay with a generator. So a couple of my cars have generators because I thought it would be a nightmare to bypass this regulator and wire the alternator. And this is the second one I've done. I put one on Chip's bus, and it's very easy. It's super easy. Don't know why that he wouldn't want to give me that information, but those are the games that some of my old friends play. And I'm cool with that. I'm becoming very aware of my surroundings lately and the people in my life. And yeah, that's a whole nother video. But that's that. That's how that's going to work. That's how you eliminate that and get rid of this whole harness here. I'm probably just going to make another one. Or you can actually use this harness. You'd have to change the connector on the DF green wire because it's an eyelet, not a push-on. So we'll probably just go ahead and make some new wires for this and eliminate all that altogether. And we'll put that in the cabinet for somebody that can't afford a new regulator. And yeah. So these are my 3 wires over here for my oil sending unit, my oil temperature unit, my tack. Of course, the green is for the tack. And we got a blue, a white, and a blue. And those will be for the oil senders. And I think that about wraps the thing up. Like I said, we're going to do a top on this today, work on the top. And basically it'll just be buttoning up little things. I have to get the list out and go over everything, but we put sway bar bushings up front. We did a brake job. We repacked the wheel bearings. We put a horn up there. We what else did we do in the front? I think that was it. Cleaned and freed the adjusters. We patched a hole in the floor. We cleaned up the wheel wells. We repaired the reverse and resealed the transmission. We did the oil cooler seals, cleaned and painted the sheet metal, changed it over from a generator to alternator. Put a new cap on over here. We put some new fresh air hoses on. Got some new intake boots. We torqued the cylinder heads. We're going to adjust the valves. And then if you come around to the back here, we have our new refaced pressure plate. Or not our pressure plate, but a refaced flywheel. A new disc and a new pressure plate. A new throwout bearing, new clutch bolts, all new fuel line, new plug wires, new plugs, and it had a brand new 09 in it, so we didn't have to put points and condensers. Everything was good there. The carburetor looks like it's been rebuilt. We changed some gaskets on the intake manifold to tighten that up. And I think that's about it. It doesn't sound like much until you have to do it all. And we did clean and adjust the rear brakes, and we put 4 shocks on this also. And then we did the gauges, of course. Did the oil pressure, oil temperature, cylinder head temperature, and the tack. So those are pretty much the 3 vital signs that you want to monitor in a car, especially an air-cooled car. And yeah, so we're going to go with a tan top on this. We're going to be painting it, I think, this color. Sort of like the bus. And the tan goes much better than the white top or a black one. So he was able to find a tan top for this with all the framework that might need the front pad changed out. Now, this front pad, that might be an interior shop job because it's stretched over there pretty hard and it's glued. So we don't know what we're getting into until he gets here today and I can see what he has. But his front pad's in really good shape. It's not rotted out. So at best, it'll just be a see what we got kind of situation and make a game plan, or we'll get it on there today. But we're gonna go ahead and put it on there and we can just loosen it from the bottom and do the paint job when it comes back for that. The windows he got are also glass instead of canvas. These are canvas, and he got some glass slip-ins that are tan also. So I don't know, there's a lot of good thing guys that watch my videos, but these windows are very rare. Maybe he'll be selling these, I don't know. I can ask him and pass those on to another thing owner that might be able to use them, so they're not just sitting in somebody's garage. So apparently the guy was very generous, did help him out with the top. You know, Volkswagen community, that's one good thing about it. It's pretty tight, and maybe not the mechanics that work on them, but the people that own them seem to have good I can't find the word in my, can't get the word from my head to my mouth, but you know, they seem to get along good and be a good group of people. I'm not a show guy, however. I don't go to shows and sit by my car. It's not my thing. You're more than likely to find my car in the parking lot. And I like driving home from the shows, passing everybody. That's my favorite thing to do. See how many buses I can pass at 80 miles an hour in my bus. But that's my reward from the show. It's better than any trophy. I love passing the guy with the biggest trophy that can only drive 45 miles an hour. It's just a reality. But yeah, I've done this for a while now, and I've learned how to run them where you can beat on them. And they'll hold up pretty good if you tune them up and do some basic stuff. So again, just to touch on the giveaway, Rob's Pack and Shine. This is for you, buddy. I'll try not to scratch it up. There's the skull in there. You'll see it. It's sort of hidden. You'll like it. I'm sure you're into that. I know. I've watched some of your videos. Matt, I know you're a Mountain Dew freak, so this should be really good for you. And Jim, hopefully you enjoy the DuPont paint can with the t-shirt, mystery t-shirt in there. And hopefully you don't hate Jeff Gordon. I do have this Bomber Lure. I need to give that away. A buddy of mine hand makes these bad boys and paints them. Pretty cool, pretty cool. So I don't know if there's any fishermen out there. I only know of a few of them. Caracas. And I haven't seen Caracas TV in a while. He sent me some stickers a long time ago. Caracas TV on the YouTube. And I think I did open the mail and did a mail call, but I never put his stickers up. And I found them in my bedroom the other day, so I need to do a Caracas video, put his stickers up. He's another one that used to make some videos that I watched, and he doesn't make videos too much anymore. Hopefully some guys in 2015 will change their mind on making videos and maybe push that record button. It's I think some of us worry about how cool we are sometimes, and we don't push the record button, and we think that we don't have projects that people would be interested in. Not always the case. So I do have a bunch of you I need to send stickers out to. I guess the latest addition to the board over here would be Mustang Connection, Rich. So check him out. He did a really nice end of the year video. And they do some excellent work. I don't know how many guys work for Rich or if it's just him, but he goes to a lot of car shows. And he does some, I mean, just second to none restorations, nut and bolt type deal, down to the carburetor to the shock bolts are correct. And he really prides himself on turning out a nice product. So go check out Rich at the Mustang Connection. Go subscribe to his channel and let him know that you appreciate the videos. He makes some of the best Mustang videos on YouTube for sure. So there's a couple guys trying to do it, and Rich is one of the better ones, one of the better channels for sure. So hopefully you guys can go check him out. I would love to see that guy get some major funding and do some different kind of stuff, because he'd be a great guy for some content, because he does have some connections and he takes us some cool places. So check Rich out. There's another guy this year. He's been making a few videos that was gone for a while. Frostbite Garage, Adam. He was one of the guys that when I first got started helped me with a website for my business, and I do appreciate that. And he's making industrial style furniture now, so check him out. He makes some really nice furniture. If you're into that kind of stuff, go give him a look. And all these guys are pretty much guys that you watch. I don't have to give all these guys shout outs, but there's some guys that are doing some cool stuff. And you got Sadell, of course, you know, he's always doing cool stuff. And you know, the regular guys. There's some guys that are missing. Tom Duncan, the Fruit Loop Man. We don't ever see him anymore. I get a text every once in a while. Chevholic, he's always building something cool. And there's a lot of you up there. So I have to do a sticker board. Scott Best, I've been watching his videos lately. He's doing some cool stuff. He went through his toolbox the other day. Showed us some of his cool stuff. And that guy can do just about anything on a car in a real small space with limited stuff. And that's very impressive, dude, to see some of the work these guys do with no room, no tools, and very restricted conditions as far as where they live and what they can use. We take for granted that we can go buy anything here in the dirty South and put on a car. Some of you guys are forced to spray water. And some of you guys are forced to spray low VOC, and it can be challenging. Some of that low VOC compliant paint is not as nice as the old stuff, and to make the commitment to change over to that and learn the new process and put it in working, to put it in your shop in a working environment is pretty impressive. I know that the water is getting more and more normal now. There's more equipment out to dry it, and the technology will be there for sure for the masses soon, and we'll all be spraying it. But for now, I'm spraying the solvent base, and I like Matrix because they have a solvent base compliant, and it's pretty good. I heard the color match isn't quite as good, but that's the only complaint I've ever heard about it, and it's been from California guys. And I have a hard time helping those guys because I don't sell the LV products. So I don't know how they work, how they lay out, or the characteristic of the product, or how it works. So the paint videos I try to make for you guys, you know, I try to do it right from the book for Matrix. So there's no bending, but I'm not saying that I haven't been a chemist in the past. I've definitely mixed some stuff up. I even worked for Diamond for a little while in the chemist department, believe it or not, making new products. And never been into that, never explained that video or talked about those years. That's when I worked at Aristocrat Volkswagen. I worked with Diamond pretty close. They sponsored my race car for about 4 years, and I did a lot of product development with Diamond RM, and it was fun working with them. And I was always hoping that I would eventually go to work for Diamond full time, but it just never worked out like that. I got into the Matrix deal, and it burnt a few bridges with other paint companies, you know. I had some really good relationships with PPG, Diamond, and a couple of the other big paint companies. And you know, when I went with Matrix, it was sort of a slap in the face to those guys that had helped me over the years, but I never forgot the help that I got and the stuff that those guys taught me. So Matrix was just the economical choice for me, and the opportunity arose, and I sort of took it. And I don't know if it was the best decision that I've ever made, but it's got us 4 years down the road, 5 years, 6 years down the road now, and you know, sometimes you got to move on to new stuff, and I'm okay with it. I struggled with it for a while. You know, selling paint was my life, and when all the shit fell apart, it was sort of hard to deal with. But I still got my mixing system. I can still buy from the warehouse, and I still sell to a few customers that I have. A lot of my customers have changed back to previous brands that they were using. They don't buy matrix from me, and they don't buy it from the new guy that's in the area because they don't like the politics of it. And that was one thing that was really funny about Volusia County. In Orlando, it's all about the way the product works. Price has a lot to do with it. And normally, if you have a product that works and the price is right, you can go into any shop and change them over. There's very few people that are loyal to a brand. It's more the bottom line. And if the warranty's there and the support's there, they're real open-minded to change over. And when I came out to Volusia County and tried to sell some paint, I met a whole different brand of people. These guys out here are, it's a network. It's a good old boy network. Every body shop owner knows every body shop owner. They all are friends, they all hang out, and they all talk. A lot of crosstalk in this town. It took about 3 years for me to break into this market out here. I bought the truck. I think I told you guys about it. I had a Toyota box truck, and we'd load that baby up with stuff, and me and Andrew would go drive around. And when I first bought this dealership, I just had my arm reattached, and you know, I was pretty gross. I had pins coming out of my arm, and you know, had a lot of stitches and staples, and it was nasty tubes coming out of it, and that was a turnoff to a lot of people, I'm sure. But I made sales calls anyway, and I'd never been a salesman before, so basically I started a business based on the knowledge I had for the product, and not only did I know about the product, but I've actually used it before, and that's a big plus. When you've sprayed something for years and made a living at it, you sort of learn the tricks and the little quirks of it. But we would drive around in that Toyota truck, and we'd sell 1 gallon of Bondo or a roll of sandpaper for $20, $30, and I would ask Andrea if we were ever going to make it, and eventually we did. You know, she went out there and beat the pavement. We had quite the customer base, and you know, up till recently, I used to push the matrix and try to sell it. I did get a letter from Matrix about a year ago. I was making the YouTube videos, and a lot of you guys started buying product from me over the internet. And I've told you the story how, you know, the warehouse had people come into my area, cut Andrea's throat, and you know, the hard part, it wasn't so much the fact that they cut the price. It was the fact that they made it seem like Andrea was overcharging them, and all we were doing was charging out of the book that we were given, the guideline, the Matrix Bible. Don't charge more than this, don't charge less. You know, in Miami, Matrix went down there, and they didn't pick their dealers right. They just sold it to anybody, and they basically devalued the product. They sold it for so cheap that nobody wanted to use it. They're scared of it, and people were selling it with no profit margin, or little or none, and they didn't want that to happen here. That's why they were selling dealerships in areas and being very matter of fact about it. This is your area, don't go out of it, and if you do, there's going to be repercussions. And I built my business off that premise and that model. I didn't go into anybody's area, and I didn't steal from anybody else's shop. And if I walked into a shop that sold Matrix, I'd walk back out. And I was very loyal to that. But when they did what they did on the local, you know, I sort of said, I don't really need to sell Matrix here. I can sell it online. I have enough people that I can sell to. The product's a good product, and if I show people videos, I figured I could sell it. And I did sell it. I sold a lot of it online. A lot of you guys bought it, and enough of you guys bought it where Matrix, they noticed it. And you know, Matrix makes their own videos now. I talked to the owner for about an hour at NACE, and he was very interested about the videos I was making. He was the one that gave me permission to use the Matrix name and not have the copyright strikes, and have them take the videos down when they find out that I'm displaying the Matrix product on my channel. And for that, I'll be indebted to Matrix forever, because it helped build my channel. And I'll always back their product because it's a very good product. But I can't support the warehouse here because of their business ethics. But I did get a letter from Matrix saying that they didn't want me to sell Matrix online because I was going into other people's territories. Isn't that funny? And what killed my business is what they want me not to do. But they're not concerned with the people that are coming into my area. They just don't want me to go into other people's areas. Because I'm good at it, man. I'll sell you something. I'll get on a plane and come put it on the car for you. And I don't care where you live. If you're shopping and you want to change over, I'll change you over. And that still stands. I'm not really honoring the letter. And if you guys want to buy paint from me, you know you can. And I'd be happy to sell it to you. And I'll give you support like you won't get from anybody else either. And that's all I can promise you. The customer service will be better than anywhere else. And that's the only promise I can make to you. You can buy the product from anybody. I'll stand behind it though. And if you have an issue, I'll take care of it, whether it's guaranteed or not. I know that there was a YouTuber, and I've only seen one YouTuber out of the 4 years of making videos, and he said that Matrix sucked, and he got some, and he mixed it up, and it curdled up, and it wouldn't spray right. And I didn't sell him the Matrix. And this was a video that he was putting up, just sharing his experience with the product. And I felt like he was sort of trying to taint my audience by putting his video up, because anybody that's used Matrix knows that it's a good product. And if you mix it and you use it by the book, you're going to have very little products fail on you or have an issue. So I offered to warranty this one particular YouTuber's Matrix products for him. And he got infuriated. He wrote me an email and said, how dare me try to warranty something that I didn't sell. And he had never seen anybody with balls like that. And I have no problem buying a product back that somebody else sold you if you have a problem with it, to turn you around on the Matrix line, because there's Matrix is one of the best paints out there. I mean, hand down. It's cost effective. It's comparable to some of the higher name brands. The color match is excellent, and there's really not too much wrong with the system if you start using it. You see that. A lot of the shops that I switched over were Diamond shops, and if you're spraying Diamond, not their cheap line, but Diamond, you can save 46% on your material costs at the end of the month on toners, clear, and primer. And a lot of the big companies give a kickback, 10% at the end of the year of whatever you buy. They'll get you to project what your annual sales will be, or your consumption, and if you hit that number, you get a 10% discount. However, if you don't hit that number, you have to pay the 10% back, and that's the part of the programs that they don't tell you about. Matrix doesn't really offer a 10% back at the end of the month, or anything like that, but they do offer that 40% savings right off the bat, just off the cost of their product. So if you have a shop and you're spraying PPG or Diamond or any of those name brands, not Shopline, not Lemco, but the name brand stuff, PPG is comparable to DBC, not Shopline, and not Omni. You can take a DBC toner and put it right on our machine, and it'll be perfect color match. Vice versa, you can take one of my toners and put it on a PPG machine, and you'll have the same results. However, if you take a PPG toner and put it on a Matrix machine, I won't get sued. If you take a PPG or a Matrix toner and put it on a PPG machine, we could have some problems with PPG. So there's a big battle between PPG and Matrix, because Matrix basically stole Matrix formulas, or PPG's formulas, or some of their chemists, and that's how come the two products mirror each other so close. Now there's talk of Matrix going to their own paint line, making their own toners, using their own formulas, and we'll see if the color matches is good when they do that. But right now, basically, when you buy Matrix, you're buying DBC PPG. And last little fact I don't know if a lot of guys know. So I got the I got a dead battery thing again. This is a long ass video. Hope you like it. Have a wonderful day. Try to make the best of it.